Hi everyone, this is Kevin McNamara. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. It's a place where we talk about everything from plant-based diets to meditation to good healthy relationships and everything in between. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any questions, please hit me up and we'll get those answered on the next podcast. Thanks for listening. Let's go inside. Hi everybody, it's Kev here. Welcome to episode number 11 on the Inspired Healing Podcast. Now last night I spoke about Wim Hof and his cold water therapy, his cold showers, ice baths, all that kind of thing. Tonight I wanted to talk about, this will be part 2 of that little podcast. I wanted to go over his Wim Hof breathing. Now, the Wim Hof breathing goes hand in hand with the cold water therapy. And the breathing is really, really important part of that. The Wim Hof Method is basically the breathing and then the cold water. And the breathing helps you to go into the cold water. And what it does, so the breathing, it's regulated by the autonomic nervous system. You know, inhaling oxygen, it's an unconscious process. And we just do it. Now, when we're asleep, when we're awake, we just breathe. And the amount of oxygen that we do inhale through our breathing, it influences the amount of oxygen that is released into our body cells. So on a molecular level, this progresses via various chemical and physiological processes, things that I don't know anything about. I'm not a scientist, but look, breathing is the easiest and most sort of instrumental, if you like, part of the autonomic nervous system. In fact, the way you breathe, that strongly affects the chemical and physiological activities inside your body. So throughout the years, Wim has developed this special breathing technique that keeps his body in optimal condition. And he's in complete control in the most extreme conditions. He is just amazing. So I thought I might go through the breathing technique for you tonight, just to give you an idea. And it's important you don't try this when you're driving a car or if you're around water. But yeah, this is something that I do. I do it at least 5 days a week. So I thought rather than try and explain it, I'll just run through it, the actual method, and you can give it a go. So it's pretty easy, very simple. Anybody can do it. You know, just follow these steps that I'm going to tell you about in a moment. And it's best done as soon as you wake up or before a meal. Make sure there's nothing in your tummy. Your tummy's nice and empty. There is a note on Wim's website that says, note that the Wim Hof Method breathing can affect motor control and in rare cases lead to loss of consciousness. Always sit or lie down before practicing the techniques. Never practice while piloting a vehicle or in or near bodies of water. So I just wanted to get that a little bit of a disclaimer there, or a bit of a notification for you, just to let you know about those. So step number 1 is get comfortable. That's really important. You can assume a meditation pose. You can be sitting, you can be lying down, it doesn't matter. Whatever's most comfortable for you, but just make sure you can expand your lungs freely without any constriction around your lungs. So make sure you're nice and loose. Now step 2 is 30 to 40 deep breaths. Now I'm not going to do those obviously, but I'm just going to tell you how to do them. You close your eyes and try and clear your mind. So it is very much like meditation. Be conscious of your breath. And again, that's just like meditation as well. And just try to fully connect with your breath. And you inhale deeply through your nose or your mouth, doesn't matter. And then you exhale unforced through the mouth. So you fully inhale through the belly, then the chest, and then let it go unforced. Now you repeat this 30 to 40 times in short, powerful bursts. Now you may experience some lightheadedness and some tingling sensations in your fingers and your feet. Now that's completely normal and completely harmless. So don't worry about that. Step number 3 is the hold. Now after the last exhalation, so the last time, after you've done 30 or 40 of these, you can start off with 30. So the last time you breathe out, so you're breathing out, then inhale one final time as deeply as you can, and then let the air out let it go, and then just stop breathing once you've let it all out. And you hold that until you feel the urge to breathe again. Now I can do that. I think my best time has been about 2.5 minutes. I can do that. When you're first starting out, you mightn't even get to 30 seconds, but just give that a try. So I'll just repeat that. So after your last exhalation, then you have one final really deep breath in, and then you let the air out. And as soon as it's out, you stop breathing. And you have a little stopwatch there. Just time yourself how long you can stop breathing for until you feel that urge to breathe again. I mean, don't be stupid about it. Now, number 4, step 4 is the recovery breath. So when you feel that urge to breathe again, draw in one big deep breath to fill your lungs. And you feel your belly and your chest expanding. Now, when you're at the full capacity, just hold the breath at the top for around 15 seconds. And then let it go. And that completes the round. That's round number 1. So you can do that anywhere between 3 and 4 times. It can be repeated, without interval. You just keep going. And once you've completed the breathing exercise, just take your time and just bask in the bliss, because you'll feel great. It's a really calm state. And as I mentioned at the start, it is very highly conducive to meditation. So, don't hesitate to combine the two, which is what I do. In fact, I'm meditating while I'm doing this. I've got my earphones in, listening to some really nice music. And when I'm actually in the holding part of my breath, it just feels amazing. When you're meditating and you're holding your breath and you're in this sort of, it's hard to explain this state, but it's a really, really, it's a state of bliss, basically. So give that a try. I hope I explained that okay for you. If I didn't, just go back over the podcast here, just rewind it and have another listen to that. But give it a go. And as I say, that really is conducive also to the cold shower. So if you want to do that before you have a cold shower, do the breathing and then perhaps wait, say 5-10 minutes. Go and have your cold shower. It does make it easier. This is what I did when I first started having the cold showers. I'd do the breathing first, and then I go and have my cold shower. And it definitely makes it easier. Your body is more prepared for it. It's more prepared for that stress of the real cold water. And that's certainly one of the many benefits of the Wim Hof breathing. It is stress reduction. It's really great for reducing your stress. And again, so is meditation. Why wouldn't you combine the two? It's just, you can really have some fantastic moments when you combine the two. It gives you faster recovery from physical exertion, better sleep. You're going to sleep so much better doing this, improve sports performance. I'll do this breathing also before I go running, and I do feel so much better when I'm out running. Enhance creativity. It really gets your mind clear, gives you clarity. Funnily enough, so does meditation. So if you're doing both of these things, you're getting a double whammy. So and more focus and mental clarity. So really, I highly recommend it. Again, I will put Wim's website down below here, wimhofmethod.com. Definitely worth checking out. I'm a big fan, and I'm sure you will be as well. So that's the Wim Hof breathing. So thanks, guys. Thanks for listening in again. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen. And share it with your friends, family, anybody you think may benefit from the things that I do talk about in the health world. Getting you nice and healthy, showing you a few life hacks, a few health hacks to make your life a little bit easier. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye. Really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Inspired Healing Podcast. If you did, share it with your friends, family, share it around, and don't forget to subscribe. Check out the website below, turmericheals.com, and we'll see you on the next podcast.